Hmm. And when you decided that you wanted to have your first official amateur fight here in PA, how much of a hassle was it? Because you were still 17 at the time when you wanted to book the fight.
Hassle, man. I mean, it was a hassle, but like when I first decided I even wanted to fight, it was probably like going back to Tiger Schulman's, back with Newbury Fighters, when I saw like Nick Pace, Jimmy Rivera, all those guys. Like Nick is in the UFC now, Jimmy's in King of the Cage. They're both fighting pro. I saw them and Craig Alexander. I saw them get in there, and I was like, man, I want to be those guys. I want to do what they're doing. Like not just a fight. I want to get my hand raised and win. I want to go around being that guy. Like, you know, success attracts other people. So I was like, I want to do that. And then before that, it was like I saw like those guys actually like doing just kickboxing matches. And before I actually got into MMA, I did boxing, kickboxing. I had a bunch of matches.
And you had some success with the boxing, right? You won some
Golden Gloves in Junior Olympics.
Wow. What weight were you fighting?
I think it was like 130 and 140 around there. I'm not too sure. I don't really remember.
And so where did the Golden Gloves go down? Was that like in upstate New York, or where did you end up fighting?
It was here in PA.
Oh, okay.
I was training with Tiger Schulman, and then there's a gym right across the street from where we're at right now. It's called Costello's Boxing, and they were helping me out with different techniques and stuff. Because with Golden Gloves, you don't really see a lot of people getting knocked out. It's more like just stick the jab, stick the cross, and just like real fast punching, because they have clickers. And like whoever comes out on top with the most punches usually wins the fight.
That's how they calculate the points in the fight.
Usually, that's who wins the fight. The most like punches thrown. Like it's not like 10-9, 10-9 like regular boxing. It's usually whoever throws the most punches.
Okay. And so you come out. So here in Pennsylvania, we have a very strong-willed athletic commissioner, Mr. Greg Serb, who's a fantastic guy and guards the scene very heavily. So I imagine he was like apprehensive when he got it. Did you call them directly, right? I was talking to your coach.
Yeah, I called him directly, and then Mike called him. And, you know, I mean, say what you might about Greg, but I mean, like, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
Like, awesome guy. Like, I know, like, from the beginning, he was kind of like, oh, I don't want him in there. But if I really think about it, I think he was just doing it more for my safety. Like, he was trying to protect me. Because, you know, like, you get all these little kids out here. He's like, oh, I want to jump in the ring. I jump in the ring. That's probably what I sounded like. Oh, let me get a fight. He's like, you're not even 18 yet, man. Like, I don't want you to get hurt. And I mean, that's what I would say, because that's his job. Like, you know, like, if I get hurt, then people are going to look at him. And
yeah,
be like,
for your safety, for the safety of the sport, for the success of the sport. He was apprehensive. So, but then how did you guys get him to accept it?
Well, first he sent us like the paperwork for like the blood, the physical, like pretty much everything the fighter's got to go through. And they're like, all right, if you do this, like, and get it done, I'll see what I can do. No promises. So I was like, all right, well, if you overnight this, as soon as I get it, I'm gonna do it the next day. Got in there the next day, got my blood work done, got everything done, because I wanted him to see that I was serious about it. Like, it was something I wanted to do.
Did he want to see like certificates or anything that documented that you had been, you know, that you were a serious fighter before this?
First he wanted the blood and everything done, but then he wanted to see that I had kickboxing fights, that I had submission grappling stuff like with Naga or Grappler's Quest, like that I actually did boxing, and he wanted to see everything. He wanted to make sure. He was like, if this kid gets in here, he's not gonna get hurt. He might not win, he might not lose, but he's not gonna get hurt. That was his basis. Like, he
wanted to make sure that it was going to be a competitive fight.
Right.
And so you got that stuff right back to him. Like, I know when I talked to you, you got right back to me. Like, you seem to have a very professional attitude about this fighting thing. How focused are you on just being an MMA fighter? Like, are you do you have other aspirations? Do you want to be like an accountant or anything, or are you just 100% going after being a fighter?
I mean, it's so rough for me because I'm only 18. And it's like, you know, like, you go to college and you change your major like over and over again. It's like me, like, I'll say I want to do MMA so bad, and I'll tell you right now, I love my girlfriend, I love my family, I love everybody, everybody that's stuck by me. But I told my girlfriend the other night, I was like, you ever take MMA away from me, I don't know what I would do with myself. That's my first true love. Like, I
most
can't
important thing in your
without
life.
I mean, when you start out, it's not even for the money. You have to do it for love because you're not getting much money.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if I didn't have it, that like, you know, people have basketball and football as their way out. They have rap. Like, that's my way out. That's where I harness my energy.